Sometimes life changes before we are even aware of it. And sometimes the best thing for that is nature. We spent Thanksgiving here. Life was changing while we were here, but we didn't know it yet. We took a little bit of time to just stop while the world kept spinning. It's moments like this that remind me of what's most important in life. Sometimes even the most simple things bring you joy. We get busy, and sometimes you just need to slow down. Focusing on the simplicity of nature has helped me through this time. Truffles, my best friend and my dog. She helps me every day. Finding time for creativity is my answer for everything. You can find a creative way in life, in every situation. Sometimes it gets messy, and sometimes it's imperfect. But it's about taking that time for yourself. Rediscovering the child inside of your heart. We're told that it's not okay, that it's not adult, that it's just a fantasy. But I believe it's the answer. It's what will save you under any circumstance, because it's a frame of mind. Everything in your life starts with your thoughts. So think carefully. And don't forget, it's okay to find your own creative way in this crazy world. I was excited to discover the lily pads on this pond. I have no words. We tried to fly the drone over the pond, but the drone took a dive. So I went in there with my camera and I started taking pictures and video of something I'd never seen before. Water on top of the lily pads full of fall colors. These photos and artwork inspired me so much. Just finding the tiny little things that create peace. I was trying to balance not slipping in the mud, so it was a little bit hard, but I was fascinated with the way the lily pads had all of that water. It looked like ice. And I was trying to adjust my camera because the sun was going down. I was losing light very quickly, but it created this magical art. Truffles had fun watching the other dogs play in the pond. There were a couple of people on this ranch working and things, so that's who the other dogs belonged to. It was getting dark, and it was time to go back to the van. Greg and I had Thanksgiving dinner to have, snacks, and of course, a little bit of downtime after a beautiful day. Everyone was getting ready for bed. I built a fake fire in the van since it was Thanksgiving, and I thought, why not? Then I decided to take a bath because I didn't have the guts to get into that pond. This was an interesting experience. I enjoyed it. The next day, it was time to go back home to Key West. We had no idea what we were heading home to. We did our first ticketed live stream, and unfortunately, we fell ill and didn't feel very good for a little while. We had to make some very tough decisions. We have the van and a home, but financially, having the home no longer made sense for us. It was supposed to be our first Christmas together, but we had to agree to spend it apart because it's what was best for us and our families.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's like sitting on a nice comfy couch in your house.
For the last 20 years, after leaving at a very young age to pursue my music career, I lived in LA, New York, Nashville, and left the cities for this tiny island, Key West. As of now, I'm having to make that full circle back home now. The life I have lived is decorated with experiences with people from all around the world. It's time to take those memories home now and use them to fuel what I will do next. In the middle of all this, I got the call that I've always feared. During our time of recovery, I was unable to travel and fly to California, and my Grandma Mac went to heaven. I couldn't get there fast enough to say goodbye. This was by far the greatest loss I had ever experienced, and I'm still grieving. At This time I'm not emotionally ready to go into the beautiful depth of my grandmother and how she helped shape who I am today. But I will in the near future, I promise. She left behind an unparalleled legacy, sown with heavily anchored values that make up the foundation of who I will always strive to be. I had to pull myself together as best I could. I knew my grandmother would want me to do that. It was frustrating. It was stressful. But I needed to act fast and wrap up all the projects and packing that I still had to do. Trying to take pictures of things and sell things. It was not easy. Trying to pack up tools and all of my supplies in the middle of moving while trying to finish projects was a nightmare. I was commissioned to do this piece. I did it with all the joy in my heart. It was a surprise gift for one of our friends, Tom. Tom has supported my art for years now. Also my music. I was happy to leave Key West doing a project for someone that appreciates my creativity. Being an artist sometimes means being a mess. It always comes from a good place, though. And when I mess up, I try to get back to being myself. Try to not make the same mistakes over and over again. But being unorganized and distracted is something I struggle with sometimes.
Truffles! I'm on this dirty floor playing the harmonica. I don't even know how to play this thing. This is a toy.
I believe in mindfulness so much. But sometimes that makes stress something that I don't understand. Because I don't want to understand it. It gets in my way. But sometimes you just have to get shit done.
This is the last thing I feel like doing right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway. At the airport, Greg just dropped me off, and now I'm crying inside my mask. Truffles is chilling perfectly as usual. Good girl. This is the first time I've been in public, inside, in a place with this many people since February when sorry, I've been crying, so I'm kind of a hot mess. February when I flew from California to Key West. It's really calm in this airport, Key West airport. It's really nice. Rule number 1, try not to cry when you're wearing a mask. But yeah, so headed to California, and I didn't really get much of a chance to film the disastering, that's not even a word, the disaster end of packing up the house and the unexpected having to move. But I will be showing you guys as much of it as I caught before it just sort of turned into a massive mess. And now Greg has to like deal with all of it on his own. So anyway, it's the first time I'm actually like vlogging in public too, and being in public, it's a lot to take in. Anyway, so I'll see you guys on the airplane. Hey guys, how we do it in Key West?
For many years now, I've lived in Key West. This has been my home for 10 years. On and off. I have no idea when I'll come back. But Key West will always be one of the homes inside of my heart.
All my life I've wondered what I should do.
The place that hugged me back.
Tell me if you knew.
The place that let me be me.
Would you hold it above my head?
But the place that I can't afford right now.
And say it's all
So it's time for me to go home.
the best.
To my family.
All my life I've wondered
Waiting
what I should say.
for the train.
This feels like a mistake. Another hysterical craze.
You sweet girl. So I wanted to show you guys. These are so cute. They have these in a lot of the airports. They're a little place for truffles to go potty. Good girl.
I was flying to Santa Rosa, California, where my sister lives. For many years now, I've been craving nature and the root of where my inner child still lives. The changing of the seasons, the colder weather, the cold mist in the mornings. Everything inside of me kept telling me to go find that again. Go to higher ground. Go be near family. Go be safe in an environment where you can grow and heal. Reinvent yourself. Go through the awkward phases of starting over. Go home. So here I am, redesigning my blueprint. I'm literally starting my life over at 35, and to be honest, I'm struggling to find a grasp on reality.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Santa Rosa, California. The warm time is 2:10. Let's just say we're less than an hour early ahead of schedule. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please to remain seated. Your seatbelt securely fastened.
My sister was waiting for me. I couldn't get to her fast enough. I hadn't seen her in a year. I was stuck, and finally, I built immunity so I could go home to my family.
Thank you. Hi, Stan.
stay in there for a little bit longer. Okay? Stay in there. We gotta go back in for a second. Okay?
She's hooked in.
Oh, man.
No, you love your Aunt Shannon.
What is it?
My sister had moved since I had seen her last, so I finally got to see where she lives now. The first thing that we did was have our beloved Mexican food. Then, she and her boyfriend Mark took me to go look at all the Christmas lights all around their neighborhood.
Wow, would you look at that? That's pretty neat.
The next morning, she took us to my parents' ranch. This is where I plan to stay for a while I rediscover what in the hell I'm doing with my life. Northern California suffered wildfires, and unfortunately, my family was affected, and 7 acres of our ranch burned. I will be doing a vlog on that, but at this time, I really wanted to just focus on the happiness of finally being home. Hopefully Greg will be here soon. We have no idea what we're doing. I have no idea what's next.
Are you excited or something?
Truffles knew where we were, even when we were still a few miles away. I was a bit scared to see what the fire damage had done.
Tiny!
I tried to leave most of it out in this vlog.
There's the horses!
This is the part of the ranch that did not burn.
Truffles? There's the horse!
And the house was still saved.
Do you know where you are?
So through wildfires, loss, and the craziness of the world, I finally arrived at home. If you struggle to feel inspired, I hope this becomes a safe haven. I hope that this is a community for you to rediscover that spark inside of your own heart. A place we can inspire each other. The ups and downs. Sometimes you just have to follow your heart. Because sometimes your heart tells you things that you never imagined you'd hear. Sometimes you have to say goodbye so that you can say hello again. And the more we connect, the more we learn. Stay creative. I'll see you soon.